What's going on, guys? Bashar Cat here, Amazon FBA seller and mentor. Thank you very much for jumping onto my channel. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. In today's video, I'll be talking about and sharing with you guys how exactly I went from doing $100 a week to $10,000 a week. So be sure that you guys stick around until the end, as I'll be probably talking about some pretty cool stuff that happened to me and how I actually did this in less than a year and a half. So guys, just about a year and a half ago, I was totally broke and I was in debt, and literally I had no reason to live. I mean, honestly, this is where it really came down to. It was terrible, and honestly, I just kind of couldn't exactly fathom why the reason for me to even stay alive. And honestly, there was no reason and there was no cause for me to actually just stay around here. You know what I mean? As I have said in previous videos, I actually started a business, or my second business, at 22 years old, and a couple years later, in a few $100,000, nearly $400,000, I found out that I was a total failure. And that's when things just kind of really went dark for me. I literally would go to sleep sometimes and not think I would wake up the next morning, because things were just kind of not right. You know what I mean? I was very discouraged. I was just not didn't feel like there was anything for me to live for. So really, when things kind of took a turn for me, and when things turned around for me, was right when I actually started trying to make it happen with online business. I've always been the kind of guy that liked brick and mortar, liked to go to work every day and kind of dealing with customers, managing employees and stuff like that. But after doing it for about 3-4 years, I just didn't want to do it anymore. Didn't want to deal with that anymore. I literally just one day I sat in front of my computer and I said, "You're supposed to make me money. How are you gonna do it for me right now?" And I started with trading stocks, day trading, penny stocks, and then I just kind of didn't think that was the thing for me. And then I went into that's when I got introduced to YouTube, and then got introduced to Amazon, and then I realized there was a thing called Amazon FBA. And then that's when I started learning about it. And then, a couple months later, I started, I was in debt, as I told you, but I was able to, draw another, a couple $1,000s from my parents to actually help me start this. And about 4 months in, I found out that I was about nearly $7,000 in debt and more debt, and 3 failed products, and I just didn't know what to do anymore. I was just like, okay, well, now I'm really done, and that's that. But guys, one thing about me, one thing that I, ever since I was a little kid until today, that I am very, very, very self-motivated. I can actually pull myself out of a very bad situation, and always keep in mind that everything happens for a reason, okay? Everything in this life happens for a reason. You need to believe in that, okay? And that's when I actually said, okay, you know what? I'm going to give this one more shot. I'm going to actually do this one more time, but this time I'm really going to do it right. Because every time I looked at the successful, entrepreneurs or successful, Amazon sellers, I realized that they actually had sought out help. They actually sought out people that, helped them, mentors, and I did not understand that at the time. Every time I looked for a mentor, they were a couple $1,000s or whatever, and I just couldn't actually put in my brain that I'm going to pay somebody that much that are, they're only going to delegate so many hours to me, so I just couldn't exactly understand. And I said, you know what, if somebody else has done it on their own, there's all these videos on YouTube, then I can do it on my own, But my business did not take a turn until I actually found a mentor, actually 3 different mentors that helped me, that guided me. I spent a little over $3,000 with them. However, that's when my business took a turn. That's when my business went from doing $100 a week all the way up until now I'm making $10,000 a week, which is insane, okay? It is nuts, it is crazy, and actually let me go ahead and show you guys what I'm talking about, and I'll show you guys exactly my sales. So guys, in these different, 3 screenshots, this is March, and this is very recent. This is like right now, a couple of days ago. So this is March 17th, or no, 16th, this is 17th, and this is 18th, okay? 3 days in a row. So if you just look at these, 97 units, 86 units, 91 units, okay? Those are some of my most recent sales that I've been doing right now, okay? I have 4 different private label products that I actually, go into and that I actually sell, okay? And this is what I do, right? I mean, Amazon FBA is about 80% of my income right now, okay? Now, this is one of my accounts. I have 3 different accounts with Amazon. I do online arbitrage and retail arbitrage on one account, and that's with me and my wife. I do private labeling, which is this right here. And then I have another one where I actually have partnered up with another company that I'm building their brand on Amazon. And I do a couple other things also. But this is possible, guys. This is within a year. I know there are guys out there that are doing 2, 3, 4 times this in the same period, but this is what I was able to do, okay, in 1 year. And I did this not on my own, okay, because I tried doing this for 4 months. I, wasted nearly $10,000 without doing anything. But it wasn't until I found a mentor. It wasn't until I actually, found somebody that helped me out, somebody that actually stood next to me and made things happen for me, okay? So this is what I really want you guys to understand, is that finding a mentor is very crucial and very important in this game and in anything. You need to find, why try to do it all on your own, waste money, waste time where you can go and piggyback on somebody else's success. Why reinvent the wheel? Try to pretty much, take somebody else's success and make it yours. Make it, it's like on Amazon right now. When I try to create a new listing, I don't go and make everything all new. I'll just look at the top 5 listings, and I'll take some information from here, some information from here, some information from here, and I'll put them all together, and I'll create one great listing, amazing listing, better than all of them. I'll see, what everybody lacks, and I'll make it I'll put in my own words, you know what I mean? And then I'll make it all my own. Now, the second most important thing that I actually learned and that I, over time that I got experienced in that helped me get there is staying motivated, making sure that you don't give up no matter what happens, okay? You need to put a goal in mind, create goals, and create a plan to achieve those goals. Now, if things don't work as to plan, you can alternate or you can change the plan. However, do not decrease or do not bring down your goals. That way you can achieve them quicker, okay? Which is one of the biggest problems many have, is they'll set a goal in the beginning of the year, and then about a third down the year, they see that they're not there, they're not at 30% to their goal, and then they start bringing down the goal so they can achieve it. Always create your goals a lot higher than what you actually can expect to achieve. In order for you to actually achieve greatness, you need to also stay positive. You have to make sure that you guys are pushing forward, you're staying positive, and you're just not coming down because of, you launched the product and it failed, or you launched the product and it's not selling, or you launched the product and you got a, negative feedback, or a couple of customers, a Chinese supplier screwed you over, whatever the case may be. Things happen all the time, and you guys can't just let one thing stop you from becoming successful, and letting one thing, stop you from actually getting to where you really want to be. I didn't get to those numbers because, I sat in my room and started crying after I got one negative feedback, or after one Chinese supplier screwed me over because they sent me some bad shipment, or because, I launched the product and it failed. I failed over and over and over and over until I actually got here, okay? Sylvester Stallone, if you guys know who he is, he's my favorite actor, and I'm actually naming my son after him. So, Sylvester Stallone says, you can fail 999 times and only win once, and it'll make up for the 999 times that you failed, okay? So you guys need to focus on the positive, focus on what is possible, then on the negative and what has happened. Stop living in the past, start living today. What can you do today to make sure that your future is better than your past? You can control the future, you cannot control the past. So stop living in the past and start living in the future, okay? That's the second most important thing. So finding a mentor, staying positive, and taking action today, making something happen. Number 3 thing is staying focused on one thing at a time. That's why I got to where I got, okay? That's why I got to these sales. Because I focus on one thing. I get hit up by many, suppliers, by many sellers, especially sellers from India, saying, I just launched 20, 30 units, or 20, 30 SKUs, I mean, and they're just not going anywhere. I don't see any sales. Or I have somebody that has 30 SKUs and he's selling 30 units a day. Well, that's a unit, a SKU, you know what I mean? So really, that's not that great, Just imagine managing all those for just to sell one. I would rather have one product that sells 10 than 10 products that sell 1 each, you know what I mean? So that's really my goal. That's really my end game here, is defining and locating products. I'm giving you guys everything I can teach and I can give you and share my knowledge with you guys, give you all the tools possible. That way you guys can go and become dependent on your own. I get also hit up by many people saying, I'll give you a bunch of money, I'll give you this, I'll give you the capital, and you go start, my store. And once it's successful, I'll put a virtual assistant on it. No, that's not how it works. I need you to become dependent. I need you to depend on yourself. I need you to replace your 9-to-5 job, the job that you work 60 hours a week and only make $2,000 or $3,000, to replace it with a business or a business model or an idea that you can actually make that much in half or less time spent and time worked, okay? It's all about earning passive income. Having a business that when you go to sleep, it's working. When you're sick, it's working. When you're out partying, it's working. When, you don't feel like doing anything, it's still working, making you money. Stop hiring your time and your effort for money, okay? You need to start getting into businesses and into concepts that will make you money when you're sleeping, okay? That's when you know you're on the right path. And this is what this will do for you. These numbers, I did not have to work for every single unit sold, okay? I did not go fulfill. That's why I don't like drop shipping, because I have to fulfill every order. I can't exactly fulfill 100 units a day, I know there's people that do 1,000, thousands of units a day, but I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? I'm here. I'm already where I want to be. Although my goal is to hit 100 units a week, a day, but I've already hit my goal of $10,000 a week. Okay, so I've already hit up one goal, and now I'm at what, 97, so 3 units away from actually reaching my goal. So it's not bad, right? I'm doing okay for myself. Now I'm here to teach you guys, give you guys the knowledge that I have, making sure that you guys can do this, and this is possible. I'm telling you guys, there's people out there right now within the same time that I got. I was able to do this, that are doing 2, 3, 4 times what I'm doing, okay? So it's possible as long as you guys put in your mind, you guys put in your brain that I want to do this and I want to become successful. Aside from that, guys, Bashar Katu here, Amazon FBA seller mentor. This is my YouTube channel. Be sure you guys check it out. If you are not on there also, already, be sure that you guys are actually clicking on my channel, subscribing to my channel. I post daily about Amazon FBA, concepts and different videos. If Amazon FBA is not something you're interested in, on Sundays, I do something a little bit different. I post about motivational speeches. I do, other ways to making money online. So if there's something you guys want me to cover, please leave it in the comments below. Also, let me know, what are you struggling about? First link in the description is going to be to my mentoring program. Second link is going to be to my Facebook page. Make sure you guys check it out. I go live every day at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 12 p.m. Eastern Time. Aside from that, guys, Bashar Katu, your Amazon FBA mentor and seller. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Thank you very much, and I'll see y'all next time. Y'all have a great day.